So today, class, we're going to be doing our virtual gallery walk. We're going to do the I do, you do, we do model. So I'm going to go first. We've been talking about the roaring 20s, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to decipher this and how I would answer the questions. So nobody knew it at the time, but the radio craze was set off to take in the 1920s when the Western Electric Corporation launched the very first radio station in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. KDKA first aired music to local listeners before upgrading their equipment to reach the broader audience. In 1920, the station broadcasted the results of the 1920 presidential election between Warren G. Harding and James Cox, and estimated 1,000 listeners. Soon the device caught on between 1923 and 1930. Over 60% of American homes have purchased a radio. Okay, so we got a small snippet of it, and we're going to finish off reading. In the early 1920s, the radio was viewed as a public service. Broadcasters, DJs, and announcers all worked on a nonprofit basis, as they did not dream or hope to make a personal profit by the end of the decade. However, advertisement realized the economic gain that could be had and started to promote their products and businesses over the airways. As music, news, eventually sports reached American homes on a regular basis. Not only were people more informed, everybody got more acclimated to the radio. So, our first question: how did the emergence of the radio broadcast in 1920 influence American society, particularly in terms of dissemination, entertainment, and the evolution of advertising practices? So, how I would answer this, I will go to the text. I would just scan the text. I would see in 1920s at the bottom, like the second paragraph. And then it says, however, advertisers realized the economic gain and had started to promote their products and businesses on the airways. So you can say it influenced American culture because everybody was hearing the same news, everybody was listening, everybody was going to buy the same products, and everybody was hearing the same information. So that's how we answer that question. Number two, how is the influence of the radio in the 1920s to a different similar to and different form of similar and different from modern forms of communication entertainment. Sorry for bumbling up my words. So I will compare it to social media, and social media is very similar to the radio, but I feel social media is a little bit faster. So now we're gonna do the we do. I would personally have a student read this toaster part, and I would read the question. How did the invention of the electric toaster in 1920 impact daily life for American cultures? Explain. I would talk about how American families, I would answer the first one, tell them how American families now could heat up their food without using an oven and without having to heat up their whole old homes. How did it contribute to food preservation and culinary enjoyment roaring 20s? With the use of the toaster, anybody can use. Um, Anybody could cook, and when you heat up your food, it kind of lasts a little bit longer. Tastes a little bit better too. This third one about the automobile, I will have the students completely do this themselves. I'll probably read over the question and annotate it with them, but it's just how did the creation of the automobile hurl America into the future? Basically, talking about the difference between um, horse and buggy and cars, and that's how we do my I do, we do, you do model.